What is going on, world? You're rocking with the young man Nuke, and this is Fresh Radio, where I bring you family revolution, edutainment, spirituality, health, and hip hop, all in one show. I wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk about tariffs and getting your shit together because you're gonna need it. About a week ago, I seen something that said 2 weeks from now the grocery stores are gonna be bare because all of those shipments that we get from China, there's no ships in the ports in LA and even on the East Coast. So basically saying all of those things that you hold near and dear to your heart that come from China, they're no longer going to be shipped here to America. So tighten up, prepare. I wanted to do that and I'm still going to do that. I still did that. But I'm sick. I'm under the weather. Sinuses are just boots to ass today. And I got a headache and stuffy nose, body aches. It just is what it is. Part of course when you got children. They get you sick. But they're doing good enough to go to school. So there's that. In the same breath, I really do feel that talking about I don't follow politics like that. And I don't follow politics to be like, oh, but this affects your life. Of course it does. But in the same breath, if you do what's necessary in life, you don't got to worry about what these people trying to control and run life is doing. Because there's only one ultimate, all knowing and all seeing and all being. And if you're following those lines, then you don't really got to worry about a thing. So yeah, I I'm in the process of growing my own fruit, and these slugs are eating my strawberries. So, if anybody out there has any recommendations on how you can get rid of garden slugs, please let me know because it's getting to the point where they're getting greedy and they're just taking a bite off of each strawberry and leaving the whole rest of the strawberry. So, like, yeah, I'm not contributing to that. I'm not contributing to that type of gluttony. I have to bring vengeance upon my strawberry plants, or for my strawberry plants upon these slugs. So like, yeah, somebody out there help me. I'll take it to the internet if need be, but I or to the chat. I'll take it to there if I need be, but I just want to come to a real person who's actually did this before. I was told, and this is why they're still alive. I was told that they're a part of nature and they aren't doing anything really to harm you. So why don't you just let them be? And this is a fact. It's a grand fact. But at this point, no, I'm tired. You're not gonna do this. You're not gonna continue to do this. This is absurd to the fullest. So like, yeah. Anybody out there got any idea of what I can do to help mitigate the slugs attacking my strawberries? And yeah, let's get it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm growing food, y'all, and I need to get some potatoes and some sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, russets or whatever, and some sweet potatoes, candy yams, whatever you call them. I need to get some of those started growing. I got lettuce. I got like six butter butter squash, buttercup. I got six lettuces, no, five lettuces out there, and they're doing pretty nicely. And the one thing about lettuce is I don't actually use it enough. I don't use it enough to for me to have five lettuce out there. So they're growing and they're getting real nice and getting real lovely. And yeah, that's that. I only use enough to make tacos. That's about it. I will be making salads going forward. Just to get some of that good nutritional leaf. I want to. I got some ginger planting actually at this time, and I am going to. I'm really just growing that just to grow it because I like the plant. The plant looks beautiful, and we're just gonna keep that. And I got a little mint. I think I am going to start a herb garden. On one side, just give me some herbs and just I use a lot of oregano, basil, uh, something else. Either way, gonna give me some herbs. I need to maybe drink some tea, make my own own tea, make it fresh. You dig? If you have any ideas, any suggestions on what else I should grow out here in this yard, let me know. I'm definitely down to what is it? I'm just down to it. I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing out here because even though I may not be able to grow enough food to take care of my neighborhood, at least I'll be able to take care of my children. And that's really honestly what I'm doing this for, is for the children's sake, that we can have nutritional food that will sustain us through this economic situation. I'm not too much worried about I guess you could say the manufactured goods. We have everything in the house. I won't say we have an abundance, but we have everything in the house. And in the case of things that are necessary that come from another country, we'll figure that out when it gets to that point. But, as long as we have food, water, shelter, I think we'll be okay. I believe we'll be okay. I know we'll be okay. So, yeah, that's what I'm going for at that point. So just if at all possible, go to your Costco's over Sam's Club, and make your purchases. Purchase some things that will help benefit you for the long term. It's going to get tough. It's really going to get tough. I don't want you to go grab toilet paper. Please don't grab thousands of rolls of toilet paper. It's not that serious. Not yet. It's not that serious. Don't grab thousands of rolls of paper towels. But do grab some toilet paper and paper towels. Do that. You never know how much this stuff is going to go up. I mean, and that's the whole reason why I'm saying these things right now, is because there is going to come a point in time when the prices for your goods are going to double, if not triple. And to be prepared for that, take whatever actions are necessary. And one of the actions that I feel are deemed necessary is the fact that you need to start growing your own food. So do that. So I'm gonna pivot right now, and I'm gonna talk about this sickness that I got going on. I seen on the internet one day that when the pollen season started, particularly Atlanta, Georgia, there was so much pollen in the air that the sky was yellow. You dig? So basically, the trees was just nutting on everybody, dog. It was just pow, pow, pow. Yeah. That's what it's all about. That's what tree pollen is. It's basically tree sperm. And when it gets in your nose, it causes irritations. You get the sneezing, you get the coughing, you get the choking. Severely, you'll get sore throats, and you get agitated based upon the weather changing and shifting and everything like that. And that's what happened to me. So as I don't know, I guess like as a remedy, I will be taking oregano oil. Yeah, that stuff is completely nasty, dog. But it works. It whatever it does, it works. And take a couple drops, put it on your tongue, put it under your tongue, put it in the back of your throat. You can mix it with milk or water, I do believe. And yeah, just do it. Get it in your system. I do believe that it works. I do not use it in the regular because it's so nasty. But yeah, that's where I'm on right now, just so I can let this too pass and move on to the next thing. I did at one point give it to my children, but yeah, they were not really messing with it. I had a saline wash, so I was just shooting up this salt water through my nose, and I don't know if that worked or not, but it cleared me out. I had some of that fluorescent green snot coming out my nose, and yeah, that's that. So just doing what I feel I have to do in the meantime, between time, for sure. And it just brought me back. This is visualizing it. Brought me back to my son when he went through his surgery a few weeks ago, and I was shooting that stuff up his nose. He did not like it, and I understand why. But one day I shot it up his nose, and he coughed, and this solid black thing came out of his throat. No, it came out of his throat, had to, but it came out of his. He spit it up, and it was black. It was hard. It had white stuff all over it, and it wigged me out because it looked like a piece of coal. You dig? More than likely, it was dry blood. And I did pick it up and I did smash it. I smelled it too, and it didn't look like blood. So I'm just thinking maybe that was a part of something that they left into his body from his adenoids that they removed. So that was just weird. That was weird. But as of right now, my son, he still snores, but he does not snore like how he was once snoring. He does not stop breathing at night anymore, and he actually sleeps with his mouth closed. When he is comfortable, he still sleeps all around the bed, though. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I expected that to happen, that he just didn't sleep around the whole entire bed, but he's just wild. That boy will. He'll roll off a bunk bed if it ain't had no guards. So, like, yeah, I just love the fact that my baby boy is able to breathe once again. That's cool. Definitely cool. So, I do believe, because he was the one who got me sick. I honestly, he's always been allergenic, I guess, allergic. He's had, his sinuses were always an issue. Obviously I got him to the surgery, but, he ended up getting sick toward the end of the week of school, and I guess he passed it to me. And this is what it is, But it didn't stop him like it stops me. I don't know. It's just going through it, young boy. Going through it. So, I say all that to say these. Take care of yourselves. Drink your vitamin D. Get that vitamin C up in you. And, man, get out there in that sun. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. I am preparing for my next shift, and I'm still getting my stuff together. So, I got to sign out of here. But if you haven't already, go over to the Young Man Nuke, my webpage, nuknoe.com, and, just look around. Purchase the poetry book, Drawn Poetically. It's on sale right now. And go ahead and look at the royalty collection, guys. If you're in the music industry, I think that's a real good book. I actually have a 101 book that I've created it, but I think I want to add to it. And it's just basically a guide to take you from one point to the next point. That's about it, though. I don't really go in depth or nothing like that. It's I would say it would be a companion book to the other book, but it's a little bit deeper than that book. The other book is just surface layer. This book is a little bit more intense, and I'm not sure about if I'm gonna release it or not. I've actually just compiled that to keep myself on track when I'm registering and registering these songs. Got another song coming out, so it just is what it is. We'll figure that part out. I also got a book that I have compiled. I'm not sure how I'm going to put it out there to the world at this point, but it is a affirmations book. It's called, what is the book called? I have no idea. I think it's Rise, and it's a book. It is. But I'm putting that together too. There's only so much I can do. I ain't gonna hold you up. It's just one me, and sometimes I sit down here at this computer and I get overwhelmed with the things I got going on. Too many tabs open. But yeah, once I personally get into the habit of implementing the things I'm talking about in these books, I am going to put it out there, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to discuss it a little bit more out here. I'm on the journey to $250,000. That's where I'm at with it right now. So please join me on this journey. And, day by day, every day, we're going to talk about it a little bit more. And that's where I'm at with it as far as crafting these books, as far as releasing music, as far as selling services, as far as consultations, as far as writing verses, just getting it out there one by one, each and every day, and journey into 250,000. That's the goal for the rest of the year. And then once I get to that end point at the rest of the year, we're gonna do 250,000 in 6 months, and see how that goes. So yeah, that's goals are always dope, and I'm leaning toward that. Got to reshape my mind, reshape my formula, and come up with another destiny. And then after that, we'll see what happens. Reform, regroup, re-strategize, and do it like that. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me here at Fresh Radio, where we're bringing you family revolution, entertainment, spirituality, health, and hip hop all in one show. Yeah, I'm about to slide out of here. It's the young man Nuke. Y'all be smooth. Peace.